Hey y'all, it's JB. It occurred to me that unless you're following me on social media, I do, by the way, have Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. There are links for those down in the comments if you want to check those out and possibly follow me at any or all of those places. Just see a lot of bonus photos of me. Probably post in there usually a couple times a week. But unless you follow me on there, you haven't seen me too much without my makeup. I usually put on makeup for my videos and not often at other times. Usually I'm going out in my day-to-day life with little to no makeup, but I usually throw it on for my videos because it's part of my ritual for preparing for making these. So I just wanted you to see real quick. So this is what I look like before makeup. I took this photo when I was fresh out of the shower tonight. There might be some red marks on my face. I had actually just waxed my upper lip, so that would explain that. I also had done some pretty intense exfoliating of my skin. And then after I did my makeup, looked like this, or what you're seeing now, but I wanted you to see the before and after photo taken in the same light, which is kind of a harsh bathroom light, but there it is. So I was having fun putting on my makeup tonight, and I thought that it would be fun if I could do your makeup. So I'm pretty much going to do for you the same look that I did for myself. I have all my products right here. I'm going to start off by cleaning your face, and then I'm going to go through all the same products that I used on my own face. So if you just want to sit back and relax, I'm going to take a little cleansing wipe here. And give you a quick clean down here. So I'm going to clean your cheek here. If you could actually look up so I can get under your eye a little bit. Good. Okay. Just gentle strokes. Cleaning your cheek. Other cheek. Keep looking up for me. Good. Okay. Clean down your nose. Down your nose. Here we go. Forehead. Chin. Cheeks again. Good. Okay. So, what I did for myself, I put a couple products on my face that I don't have on hand, but I used a tea tree water from Lush. I sprayed that on my face, let it dry. And then after that, actually, I have it right here. So, I'm going to give you a quick spray. There you go. If you can go ahead and, I'm just going to cover your eyes so it doesn't get into your eyes. We're going to just spray it all over. Good. Okay. Now, we're gonna let that dry. I'm just gonna, is it okay if I blow in your face a little bit just to speed that up? Good. Okay. And then I put a moisturizer on after that. So I have some face moisturizer right here. Just gonna put a real thin layer onto your cheek. other cheek, forehead, down your nose, your chin, jawline, and on this side. Good. Alright, so while that's settling in, I'm going to go ahead and grab the next step here. I have this primer, Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer, and this is the pore minimizing version. And what I'm going to do is take a little bit of this, put it on my finger, just a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and work it into your cheeks. Good. On this side, down your nose. I know a lot of people use a brush to put their primer on, but I'm just using my fingers. Here we go. Your forehead. Okay. Chin. Just working into your cheeks a little bit more. Good. Great. Okay. So, make sure I get the order right here. Next, I'm going to use a concealer to cover up any trouble spots. I use mine underneath my eyes. I have a lot of sun damage and freckles on my face, so if I have any really dark spots, I usually put a little bit on there. And this is an Urban Decay is the brand. It's a concealer pencil. So I'm just going to gently work it in under your eyes. And this is good for something like what I'm doing, filming, because it doesn't need to look great for that long, because I usually wash all my makeup right off when I'm done filming, because it's usually about 5 a.m. when I'm done filming. There we go. This particular concealer covers pretty well, but I do find that under my eyes, at least, it can crease a little bit after time, so I think I might continue to use this on my face, but I'm going to find another concealer for under my eyes, but this is good for our purposes for now. I'm just going to press it to a few different places on your face, just any little dark areas or problem areas, anything like that. Just gonna press, 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 press. Good. Okay. Next, I'm going to use a makeup brush. I do apologize, this is a little bit dirty. From the last time I used it, I did clean it a little bit, but these particular brushes, this is called a beauty blender, tends to hold the color of the makeup for a while, so it looks dirtier than it actually is. But I'm going to use the pointed end of the sponge here. I'm just going to use it to dab, gently dab any areas where I put the concealer. Dab, 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 dab. And this beauty blender, the purpose of it is to give you a sort of airbrushed look. That's what they're known for. So I'm just going to So next, I'm going to add some foundation all over your face. I use Bare Minerals, which is a mineral powder foundation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the top off. And I'm going to tap a little bit of powder into the lid. I'm going to take this brush, swirl it in, tap off the extra, just work it into your skin, okay? Here we go. We're just gonna do this all over, under your eye, your cheek, under your other eye, other cheek. Work it into your forehead. Good. Perfect. You looked beautiful to start with, but you're looking maybe even a little better now, if that's possible. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Getting your chin. Good. Jawline. Really making sure we build up coverage on your cheeks. Good. Okay. Next, I don't do a lot of contouring and highlighting currently, just because I'm not super comfortable with it yet, and I also haven't really found a highlighter that I like yet. For contouring, I do have this Too Faced medium deep matte bronzer. And let's see, we have this right here, and it's chocolate scented, which is pretty neat if you want to take a smell. And what I do is I just use a little bit on my cheeks to sort of accentuate my cheekbones. And I use a little bit along my jawline as well. So that's what I'm going to do for you. I'm just going to work this brush in. And if you could just let your face relax so I can see the natural curve of your cheeks. I'm just going to work in just a little bit right here. On the other side. Good. And along your jawline. And on this side, going almost down to your chin. Great. Now, I'm going to bring back this brush. Just use it to blend that in a little bit. On your jaw. Blend it. And down your jaw. Great. Let's see, what do we have next? Next we have blush. And I have this MAC blush right here. And it is so well loved that the back label is worn off. But I believe the shade is called Blush Baby. And this has been my preferred blush color for years. it's rich and it stays really well. You just need a little bit of it. But it's also a fairly subtle color. So I'm just going to work in my blush brush here. I'm just going to add a little bit kind of to the apples of your cheeks right here. So just so I can see them a little more clearly, can you smile for me? Give me a good smile. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to work it in right here. Good. Over here. Good. Perfect. Alright. So, I think we're about ready to move on to your eye makeup. You ready? So, we are going to use this. This is MAC again. There we go. And this is a paint pot. And the color is Painterly. And this is, again, another product that I've been using for years. I think I first had someone at a MAC counter recommend it to me probably over 8 years ago now, I think. So, it's sort of like a very thick cream texture. It's almost a little bit like clay. But I'm just going to take a tiny little bit. I'm going to gently spread a very thin layer over your eyelid, all the way up to the brow. And what that's going to do is it's just sort of going to give us a flat base to pack the shadow onto. It'll give the eyeshadow something to kind of hold on to so that it won't come off too easily, and it'll be more pigmented and it'll last longer. Okay. So I'm just going to get a little bit on my finger, and if you go ahead and close your eyes, I'm going to start with your left eye. There we go. Just gently working it onto your lid, just up to right beneath your eyebrow. Good. You can open your eyes for a second if you like. And close them again. Come to the other eye. Carefully massaging in. Thin layer. Good. Making sure it's even. Perfect. Okay. Alright. Great. Now, I'm going to take this eyeshadow palette right here. This is another Too Faced product, Natural Matte, and it is the Matte Neutral Eyeshadow Collection. I usually stick with neutrals for my eyes, so this tin has a mirror up top here. It has 3 different sets of shadows. 1, 2, 3. This top one is the one I'm wearing right now. I have this as kind of my all-over base, and then I have this in the crease of my eyelid, and then I have this one here lining my lash line. So, I'm going to put this aside for a moment, and I'm going to grab my brushes here. This is a brush collection that I picked up at Sephora. open it up. And you can see I have a whole collection of brushes here. So, I'm going to start with this base shadow brush. Let me get some of the extra shadow off here. There we go. And these brushes are super, super soft. They're going to feel really, really nice on your skin. Nice, dense, soft brushes. Okay. So, I'm going to begin by taking that lightest shade, which is called Heaven, and just really packing the color onto the brush, tapping off the extra. If you close your eye, I'm going to start with your left eye here and just work it onto the lid. Getting the whole lid, going up the brow bone until right beneath your eyebrow. There we go. I get a nice, even application here. Good. Okay. There we go. Gonna get a little bit more. Put it on your right eye now. Go ahead and close your eye. Just working it onto the lid. All the way up to the brow bone. Good. Alright. There we go. Alright, so I'm gonna move on to the next color, for which I need this. This is another shadow brush. I'm going to take the next darkest color here, which is called Cashmere Bunny. This one right here. Just going to get the shadow on there. And if you can close your eye, I'm going to work it into the crease here. And then working down here too. Good. And just blending it in. Gonna get a little more in the brush here. Close your eye, I'm gonna get the other one. You should feel the soft bristles of the brush as I firmly but gently work the powder onto your lid. And blending it in. Perfect. Now, moving on to the next brush, we have the Precision Smudge brush. I'm going to use this to take the darkest shadow and work it into your lash line along the top and the bottom, And then after that, we'll take another smudge brush just to blend that in and smudge it. Okay. So, taking the darkest color here. This one. Do you know what that color is called? It's called Sexpresso. Spicy. Okay, so close your eye. I'm gonna work it into your top lash line. Good. Perfect. Going around the corner and getting the bottom lash line. If you could actually look up for me now. Look all the way up. Good. Okay. Making sure it's a little bit darker in the corners here. Okay. Let's get a little more. And let's go ahead and do the other eye. If you can close your eyes again. Just working it into the lash line. Good. Okay. And if you go ahead and look up. Perfect. I'm gonna get your bottom lash line. Good. Okay. Okay. So, all done with that. Now, before I do your eyeliner or anything else, I'm going to do move up to your eyebrows for a moment, because I'm going to be using some powder on your eyebrows, and I like to finish up with all the powders before I use any liquid products, so that as they're drying, no powder will fall onto them if I'm applying it. Get stuck there. So I have this double-ended brow brush here. It is Pro Brow brush number 20. It's a Sephora brush. So what I'm going to do is I'm first going to use this end of the brush here to just kind of brush out your brows. And then when I'm done with that, I'm going to get some powder onto the other end of the brush. I'm going to use that to fill in your brow and just give it a little more definition on each side. Okay? So you can keep your eyes closed or open for this part. It's totally up to you. Just gonna brush, 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 brush. On this side, brush, brush. Making sure they're even. Brush. Good. Okay. Now, I have this right here. The brand it's Anastasia of Beverly Hills. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Maybe it's fancier than that. Maybe it's Anastasia or something like that. I don't know. But here it is. Anastasia of Beverly Hills. Brow Powder Duo. Let's see. I'm going to open it up. You can see it has two colors. We're going to use the darker one here. Okay, so I'm just going to get some powder onto the brush. And starting with this eyebrow, just work it in. Not too heavy, just enough to fill it in. Good. A little bit more on this side. Okay. Perfect. You look awesome. regular pencil eyeliner to the waterline on the bottom and top of your eyelids. And then I will use a liquid liner along the top. So I have this right here. It's getting pretty worn down. The black eyeliner pencil. It's MAC. I believe the color is called Engraved. Just a simple black pencil. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to pull down your eye just a little bit so I can get into the waterline there. And then after that I'll take your eyelid and I'll hold it up a little bit so I can get the top one. Okay. So let's start on the bottom over here on the left. Just holding it down. Can you look up for me? Thank you. There we go. Just a little bit. We're not going to go too dark. Good. Alright. Okay, you can blink if you need to. I'm going to take your top lid and hold it up. And here we go. Just working it underneath the lashes. Just enough to define the eye. Good. Okay. Other side. Blink if you need to. Okay. Look up for me. Okay, I'm going to hold it down. And there we go. Good. Blink. Okay. Taking your top lid and holding it up. And there we go. Just gently working it in. Good. Alright. Next, we're going to use a liquid liner along the top. It's another MAC product. It's the MAC liquid eyeliner. And it's a it looks sort of like a felt tip pen almost. And it's in a little pot here of liquid eyeliner. And I'm going to do what I do for you. I've had a few people comment on my eyeliner in the past. And what I do is I don't really quite draw it across until I get to the outside of the eye. What I do is I get the product on there, close my eye, and then I just kind of press, 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 and then I draw it out at the very end. Okay. Just very slowly and carefully. So if you can close your eye for me, I'm just gonna press, 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 and then draw it out. Just with the tiniest little wing here. Good. Okay. Other side, close your eyes. We're just gonna press, 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 and just sweep it out a little bit at the end. Let's give that a moment to dry. Let's see what we have left. I think we just have mascara, and then we'll do your lips, and then you'll be good to go. So, mascara I'm going to use, which is starting to look a little worn, is Benefit. They are real. So Benefit is the brand, and the mascara is called They're Real. So you could just look up for me. Work that into your lashes. There we go. And just get the bottom a little bit. Good. Okay. Other side. Working it up the lashes. Good. Okay. Just a little bit along the bottom. Perfect. Okay. Awesome. Your eyes look beautiful. They looked beautiful to start with, but now they're looking just a little more dramatic. I like it. Okay. So, finally, for your lips, I have 2 products I'm going to be putting on there. I have this Prestige lip pencil. The color is, what's the color? Angora. Right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the pencil and I'm going to line your lips with it and then use it to completely fill in your lips. So it's going to be an all over color. And then I'm going to use this MAC lip glass, which is like a gloss on your lips. And this color is called Nymphette. So that's just going to add a shimmer and a little bit of a tint over the lip pencil. So if you just want to relax your lips for me, just going to work the color onto your lips, lining your lips, both sides, along the bottom, and filling it in, filling in the bottom lip, filling in the top lip. Good. Can you press your lips together for me? Great. And final finishing touch. A little bit of shine. Okay. Work it into the top lip and the bottom. Okay. Press them together again. Good. And I have a little cloth here. I'm gonna place between your lips and have you press your lips together just to blot it. Okay, here we go. Okay, so you can just press your lips together. Nope. Good. That way you won't have any extra product getting on your teeth or anything. Alright. Yeah. You look absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. Just a slightly more dramatic version of your usual beautiful self. Okay. Well, thank you so much for letting me do your makeup today. I had a lot of fun. And anytime you want to come back and have me do your makeup again, you just let me know. Oh, and if you would like to see me talk more about makeup, I actually recently started ordering some, what are they called? Like those beauty sampler boxes, like the beauty subscription boxes. So I think I'd like to do some fun unboxings with those if you want to come and check those out when I do it. Let me know if you want to see that, okay? Alright, well, thanks so much for coming to hang out with me today. I hope you had a nice time. I know, I always love having you here. You take care, okay? Bye.